Hey Facebook friends, how you guys doing? All right, so today is a continuation of the last videos. We talked a little bit about dating, and the one before that one we talked a little bit about why love is not keeping the relationship together. So as I spoke in last video, I talked about the dating, but more of a single position. So today we're going to talk to all of you guys and girls who are married. So let's get on over to the other board and let's continue our education on love and keeping this relationship together. All right, so let me turn this thing around and let's recap it out here. All right, so remember these two. All right, so let's say these two got together. All right, and then they both decided they want to be in a relationship. All right, which is great. Now they started showing each other that they care for each other. All right, now defining caring for. So in context, caring for each other is just simple. It's I'm going to do something for her, right? And not expecting anything in return. And likewise, she's going to do something for me and not expecting anything in return. So, like for example, it snowed, right? So I will go over her house, I will shovel her snow, and don't ask for nothing back. And she'll say thank you, and I'll say, oh, no problem. And likewise, she knows I'm working the long, hard hours, and she'll just bring over some food and say, hey, I know you're hungry. Here's some food. I appreciate you. All right, so now let me turn this back over. Now they got to a caring for each other, and now we go into the agape. Okay, what is agape more specifically? It's when they decided they wanted to commit to each other. So they got engaged for the sole purpose of getting married. All right, so now I'm talking to all of you, ladies and gentlemen, who is married, who's seeing someone who's engaged and who's married. What is the process of really long-term commitment, long-term relationship without any interruptions? Now, let me define that. There will always be interruptions, meaning somebody's going to get laid off, so there's going to be some financial difficulties. There's going to be accidents. There's going to be some challenges as far as other people interfering in your relationship. So no relationship is perfect, but let's put all of that aside and let's just simply focus on you and your mate. So it's just you two and your mate, and there is no other affecting around you two. What is my recommendation? Well, let me go over here right quick, guys. My recommendation is this book. Let me turn it around. Hey Pam, how you doing? Let me turn this thing around. This 5 love language book saves a lot of marriages. Okay, 5 love languages saved a lot of marriages. So what does this book do? This book is written by Gary. He's a longtime psychiatrist, and he's actually written this book on the personality of the person and how the relations of being loved. Okay, so that's why it's called the 5 love language. So I've taught this for years and years and years, and this saved a lot of relationships. So I want to give this to you for free. Now, in context, if this is something you really want to take it beyond that, go get this book. Amazon, everywhere. All right, so let's continue on. These are the 5 love languages. All right, so bam, that's what it is. The first one, words of affirmation. Words of affirmation. Now, this simply means this. If I have a woman and my woman, I know that when she's a words of affirmation, that simply means that I'm going to always communicate to her. I'm going to write her a little note. I'm going to text her throughout the day. I'm going to do what I need to do for her in the context of words of affirmation, letting her know I'm thinking of you, letting her know that I'm going to plan something new, right? It's always communication. This person will never get tired of you texting them or calling them or emailing them. Now, again, there's a balance. Keep the balance. But the words of affirmation person says, I like to be expressed in communication of the words. That's how they say, I love you. Now, So if I want to express that I love her, the best way to do it is for me to express it in a words of affirmation position. I'm going to go ahead and text her, email her, call her throughout the day, say, hey, baby, I've just been thinking of you. Everything all right? You need anything? That's all I need to say. That's just letting her know the words of affirmation, just letting her know that I'm thinking of her. Now, what is she's going to receive it as? She's receiving it as I love her. Okay, in the context, hey, I'm giving her attention in the right way. All right, so let's move on to the next one. The next one, quality time. All right, so that's number 2. Quality time simply says you're going to spend time with them. So the best thing for you to do, if you have a relationship and you know that person, your mate, is literally needing some time, and they want your time, they're always complaining about you're not spending enough time with me. If you have that person, you need to give them quality of time. What does that mean? That just simply means go put a movie on and just sit next to them. You don't need to touch them. You don't need to do nothing. You don't need to say nothing. You just need to sit down and just be with them. Or quality of time is put a movie, watch a show, listen to some music, and just be with them. Half hour every day will fix a lot of arguing and playing this understanding of the relationship. So quality time. Words of affirmation. I love you. Here's a text. Quality time. I'm going to spend quality time with you. Now, here's the thing. If your mate or you are a quality time, if your mate is a quality time, it doesn't matter if I call her and text her throughout the day. The emotion or how she's going to view it is totally different. So if I text her and call her, she's going to think that I'm bugging the crap out of her because she's the type of personality that just simply wants quality time. So be mindful of that position. All right, so let's go to the next one. Receiving gifts. All right, so this one here is most definitely it could be expensive, but then again, it might not be expensive. Receiving a gift is very simple. Go out, get a box of cards, write I love you, and put today's date on it. You put it in their briefcase or suitcase or closet or the refrigerator or somewhere or a drawer. So when they open it up, that's a gift. You write sticky notes a lot of places, like in the refrigerator. All right, so if I open the refrigerator, there's a little sticky note that says, hey, honey, just thinking of you. That's receiving a gift. It can be as little as a flower. It can be as big as a house, a car, clothes, jewelry. Not every time you have to go big. It's just they want, the way they receive love is simple as receiving a gift. So be mindful. Receiving a gift can be as little as a card note, but don't confuse it with quality time. Receiving a gift is more important than them wanting to spend time with you. Receiving a gift is more personal and more quality than you telling them something. So be mindful of receiving a gift. If you have a person who likes to receive gifts, that's what you're going to have to do. All right, next one. Acts of service. Acts of service. If my woman says it's the acts of service, she likes it when I come and do stuff for her. All right. If I know that there's a wall that needs to be broken down, I'm going to break it down. If there's a toilet to be fixed, I'm going to fix the toilet. If there's something that needs to be done, she will think that I love her by the acts of service that I do for her. So likewise, if you have a mate who has the act of service, you really want to just do stuff for them. All right. Go wash them clothes, wash the dishes, fix up something, do something as they need it. And then as you do that, they're going to think you appreciate them. That's an act of love towards them. Okay. And then the last one, let's go over that one. physical touch. Physical touch is the last one. Physical touch is just simple, guys and girls. Just go up to them and slap them on the butt. Go up to there, rub them on their shoulder. Go hold their hand, walk with them, and those kind of things. If you really have time, physical touch just simply means go watch a movie together and just have her leg, guys, have her leg be put on your leg. Or you just rub her feet or rub her arm or hold her hands or something like that. You're just really giving them the attention, the touching aspect of yourself. And that is great. That's all they need. Now, quality time is a little different than physical touch. You can, like, for example, quality time can be sitting on the couch, but you don't necessarily have to touch them. Physical touch is you're going to sit on the couch, watch a movie, but you're going to hold their hand. Now, out of all 5 of these, if you guys really just get the book, and it defines it a little bit more, but the test, and there's a test that goes along with it. My recommendation is if you're a husband and wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, engaged, my recommendation is go get the book, take the little test, find out who you are. Now, you can be multiple of them, meaning you can be words of affirmation and physical touch. Okay, words of affirmation. So if that is the case, there's if there's a tie-in in the testing, then your mate needs to realize that if you send it throughout the day, send a text, and then when you're seeing each other, just kiss each other, hold each other's hands, that relationship will build back together stronger. That expression will be there. Now, what this doesn't do is this. This doesn't take away the fact that someone cheated on you. This doesn't take away for the fact that the relationship is just downright boring. And this doesn't take the fact of those financial problems. Now, what I'm going to do is later I'm going to get with a couple of my guys. I got Sam that's coming up. We're going to be talking more about the financial stuff later. And when it comes to cheating and things like that, I hate to say it, but there's 2 positions. Forgive them, let's work past that, or let them go. But in all cases, let's say you're married and it's just kind of dry a little bit. There's really nothing wrong except it might be a little boring. Go over this. Get the book. Go over this. Sit down with them. Go over this. Figure out, say, hey, I'm words of affirmation. I'm physical touch. This is what I am. If you care for me, give me some words and touch me. Now, that's how you go about and do it throughout the day. Okay. So if let's go recap again. So 2 people coming together. They're in a relationship now. Before I talked about him being in the sexual position and her in a relationship, but they're both equal. They start caring for each other. They start to go in agape. They're committed to each other. They're now getting engaged for marriage, or you're married, right? So if that's the case, get the 5 love language book, take the test. These are the 5 love languages, and then work on your relationship. Okay. If you do that, then I promise your relationship will get a lot better. Okay. And this is my Valentine's gift back to you guys. And I appreciate everything you guys are doing. And just keep up the good work. Is there anything else? No, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please give me a call, text me, message me, however you want to do that. I'll work with you offline. Coming up soon, and we're going to talk more about, yes, relationships, but we're going to get more into the financials, and because there's 2 top reasons why people get divorced. And of course, there's a lot of reasons, but the 2 top ones is sexual problems, sexual issues, and finances. So we're going to continuously help you with that part right there. And then we'll talk more about the financials coming up. But until then, thank you very much. I'm seeing you guys. You guys are looking good, and I'm seeing everything. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. Message me if you have anything. If not, happy Valentine's, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.